Hello Creative Tribe, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do some blooms on earring blanks, similar to this. As you can see, the earring blanks are taped off. They're kind of small, but we're going to do blooms on them. Also, if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'm going to show you how I mix my own colors using the Brusho pigments. And then I'll show you how I do my Amsterdam Cell Activator with just water. Alright, if you're interested in learning how to do these, stay tuned. Hello Creative Tribe. Are you ready to bloom some ear candy? I know I am. I've got my blanks ready for the blooming process. So let's go through the colors real quick. First of all, I have your gold, DecoArt 24K gold, your Blick acrylic turquoise, the shocking lime from Arteza's pearlescent line, and this right here is the pigment from Color Art Brusho pigments. This is ultramarine, and this is the blue indigo Cell Activator from Amsterdam that I mixed. And if you stay tuned till the end of the video, I'll show you how I mixed these two right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, I've added my pillow paint, and this is 2 blanks right here, and I'm going to get started with that beautiful ultramarine. And we just put one petal in the center of that pillow paint, and then I'm going to add the turquoise in the middle of that, and then I'm going to add the lime green on top of that. Next we'll do the gold. Okay, and then I'm going to add the Cell Activator. Just 1 drop of that. That's a very strong color. All right, here we go. I'll do a blow. Oh, it would have been pretty if it would have got on both blanks. Look at that. Ah, I love it. I don't know. I really want to try to do this again because wow, that is looking really neat, but it needs to go on both blanks. So I'm not happy with it. It's beautiful. Take a look. It's gorgeous. So let's bring you in a little bit. It is really pretty. Don't get me wrong, it's really pretty. But since these are 2 separate blanks, they're 2 earrings, I really want to do more evenly. And because these are so small, even when I spin it, it's not going to spin enough to fill up both blanks. So let me bring you back out, and let's do this one more time, just one more time. Okay, so I have that beautiful ultramarine blue, just a little bit of this turquoise, some lime, a little bit of gold, both sides, and then 1 drop of Cell Activator. Okay, let's try this again. Oh yes, that's more like it. Okay, let's watch that develop. Okay, I think it's collected enough. It's very, very small. Now this setup that I have is gonna shake. I can't help that, so I do apologize. Let me go ahead and bring you out. Yeah, it's gonna shake. But I'll do the best I can to hold on to this table so it doesn't shake too much, okay? Oh, so nice. Okay, so yeah, wow. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you in just a little bit here so you can kind of see. Wow, isn't that gorgeous? I love that ultramarine mixed with that turquoise and that shocking lime. I don't know, it does kind of show up on the outside. This looks like a beautiful leaf, doesn't it? Wow. Okay, so that's how I'm doing my blooms on my earring blanks. I hope you have a wonderful paint day. Wishing you much peace and love. Bye-bye for now. Okay, let's get to mixing. So some of the things that you're going to need, of course, some mixing sticks. I have these little bamboo skewers, sorry, skewers, let's try that again. Some cups, of course. These are just tiny cups that I have. I use pipettes. You don't necessarily need them if you're using spoons. I like pipettes. They're easier to work with for me. And then of course you're going to need your Brusho pigments. I've decided to use the lemon, scarlet, and ultramarine. Then you'll also need your Sargent Art acrylic pearlescent mixing medium, and of course whatever color you'd like to use in your Cell Activator. This one happens to be the Amsterdam Expert Series Indigo. And then of course you're going to need some gloves, bloom pouring medium, and I use water to mix with the pigments, and then I also use varnish before I add the bloom pouring medium. Let me get that varnish out. This is what I have. Okay, so I'll go ahead and set up the camera and then we'll get ready to go. Okay, I'm going to start with the ultramarine Brusho paint, and I have a little container here. I want to get my distilled water. I have a little bit of Floetrol in there, but it doesn't matter. You can use just whatever. Yeah, water or... And I just put a little bit in my container. I don't know if you can see this. Let me go ahead and get you a little bit closer. Alright. Just bring you over here. Well, actually. Okay. Got you a little bit closer. Okay. A little bit more light so you can see. Now, I don't use a whole lot of pigments in here. I'm going to start out because I generally don't use a lot of bloom pouring medium, so you don't really need a lot. These are very strong pigments. I just put in a little bit. Again, this is the, whoops, can you see that? Okay, Color Art Brusho Ultramarine. Okay, you can already see all the pigments starting to disperse. I'm going to mix it with your water really, really good. Now I'm going to use my spoon for this. Let's move this over here so you can see. Only because I don't want to add way too much varnish. This is really thick. Do you see that? This binds the pigment. Okay, I'm going to mix that really good. And then we'll go ahead and... Ooh, look at how cool that looks. It's pretty sweet. Okay. Is that sweet or what? I messed it up. Okay. And you just continue to mix this until you get a nice consistency. And then you can add your pouring medium. Simple as that. Okay, I'll meet you back here in just a second. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little glitter to this. I'm going to use my Sargent's Acrylic Pearl Accent mixing medium, and I'm going to shake that up real good. You don't need a lot, and it will kind of thicken it up. So now I'm going to put in, this is a 1/4 teaspoon. And this is going to give it a really nice shimmer. I'll try to get all that in there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and mix up the pearl medium in there. At this point, you can go ahead and add your pouring medium. And I usually add maybe a tablespoon of pouring medium into this, and it's the perfect consistency. Now I have my pouring medium already mixed. Whoops, I gotta open it up. So now I'm just going to add a tablespoon of my pouring medium. Okay, it's real blurry, but you'll see. So there it is. That's it. Now I mix well, and we're going to be ready to do some blooms tomorrow. Look at that shimmer. Is that not gorgeous? Look at that. Okay, so that's how I make my shimmering bloom paint. So if you just leave this sit overnight, it incorporates very nicely. And yeah, that's how I get that beautiful shine. Next up, I'll show you how I do the Amsterdam Cell Activator with just water. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so let's start by making our Cell Activator now. I'm going to be using my Indigo Expert series. It is a transparent color. Don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to use that. And I have my little pot right there, my little cup. And I'm going to start with a dab of paint. Oh, I got a little bit more here. Dab of paint. Okay. And then I'm going to start adding my distilled water Floetrol mixture. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit, like that. I'm going to start stirring it in. Sorry I don't have measurements. I don't make them because all paints seem to be different thicknesses. I can tell you that when I mix these, the Cell Activator works best when it's runny. It runs right off the stick, does not make a mound. So yeah, that's the best consistency that I found. So you just keep adding water and Floetrol mix until you get the consistency that you like. And as you see, I'm just adding little drips at a time. Not too much, just enough to mix in. And I'm going to continue like that until my mixture flows off my stick. Okay, I finished mixing this, and I kind of want to give you an idea of how fluid it is. Really fluid. Do you see that? Okay. You can mix it thicker if you want to. I personally find that on small blanks, this works really well. All right. So there it is.